we'll go from there. Today's guest at the Rock House is Tim Foreman from the band Switchfoot, who are about to embark on their Australian tour. Tim, welcome to the Rock House. How's things going, mate?
Yeah, good. Thanks for having me. We're looking forward to getting back to Australia.
Yeah, you mentioned coming back. How do you find Australian audiences?
Oh, they're great. I mean, they're great for us. I think it's a real gift that one of my favorite countries actually, that our music connects there as well. So we've had the opportunity to visit quite a few times over the years, and the crowds are always great. A lot of energy, um, and we expect nothing less for this time. The Switchfoot show is always it's a living, breathing thing. Every night's different.
Yeah,
We rarely follow our set list, which is different every night, anyways. And the Australian crowds are known to us for shouting out song requests, holding up signs, that sort of thing, and we really feed off of that kind of energy.
yeah. Tim, we really do love our rock music down here, so I don't think you can expect anything different when you come down this time. So
Yeah, we're
what
looking
else?
forward to it.
That's awesome. So what are the plans? What can fans expect other than a few random tracks here and there and so forth? What are the plans?
Yeah, so we got some catching up to do. We've there's been a few albums we've released since the last time we were there, but it's not so much about those albums as it is about the entire discography. 13 albums of history together, and and we plan on really diving into all of it. And like I said, we make a different set list every night. We rarely follow our set list. We really believe that who's in the crowd and the feeling, the atmosphere of the crowd is more important than who's on stage. And it's that kind of two-way back and forth energy that really makes a Switchfoot concert.
Yeah, that is so awesome, and that's probably why you're so receptive down here in Australia, that you are actually there for the fans as well.
Yeah, thanks. We're looking forward to it. I think we really embrace what makes us unique. I think maybe when we were a younger band, we would be a little more focused on trying to be uh, part of what everyone else was doing. And I think what we've learned over the years is just embracing who we are is a lot more fun. And I think one of the things that makes us unique is that we're a live band. We don't use any tracks. That's rare nowadays, and so that's a real advantage that we have. Just all the freedom in the world to go from the verse one straight to the bridge, straight into another song. Someone shouts out a song request, you go to that. It's a real it's the chaos that we love about live music. It should feel dangerous and a little unhinged. That's live music at its best.
Most definitely. So let's look at the tour. You kick off on January 31 in Brisbane, Feb 2 in Sydney, Feb 3 in Melbourne, head over to Adelaide on the 4th, and then finally my hometown here in Perth on the 5th. That's a lot of travel in a few days, mate. Are you prepared for all of the travel?
Yeah, I mean it's bittersweet because these are some of my favorite cities on the planet, and you just get a little taste of each of them. Uh, yeah, I still talk about coming back someday, and spending a week or so in each of these places. Perth in particular, Western Australia feels like this just unbelievably untouched coastline.
Yeah,
Especially as a surfer, it just feels like there's so much there to explore.
mate.
So
You definitely need to bring the surfboard back at some point over here to
yeah,
Perth. Fantastic spots.
yeah, I've seen photos. We've gotten a taste of it. One time we had a buddy kind of just take us on the beach, driving on the sand, finding our own beach breaks, and yeah, it's a pretty special place.
Fantastic. You mentioned 13 albums. You're actually quite prolific in the studio. Your debut came out in '97, and you've just released the Christmas album, mate. Tell me more about the Christmas album.
Yeah, it was a fun project. We talked for years about doing a Christmas album. There's been so many Christmas albums over the years that other artists have done. I think it took a moment for us to kind of find our unique space in that before it became an exciting idea. And in 2020, one of the obsessions that my brother and I got into being stuck at home was kind of curating these Christmas playlists for our friends and family. And it was in doing that that we realized that the Switchfoot Christmas album, the Christmas album that we wanted to exist in the world didn't exist yet, and so that was when we were like, well, I guess we maybe need to be the Christmas album we want to see in the world, let's do this. And it felt like we were able to bring our own unique kind of West Coast California flair to some of these nostalgic Christmas songs, and then also write a few of our own.
Yeah. You mentioned California, mate. Is there many similarities for people that haven't traveled the world? Are there many similarities between San Diego, California, and Australia?
Yeah, especially when you think about what a California Christmas is. It's not a whole lot different than what I picture an Australian Christmas. There's no snow. There's a lot of sand and sun and beach. But yeah, I think we've always found kind of a kindred spirit with Australia for those reasons. It's coastal community, where we're from, and very laid back, very built around the beach and surfing and that sort of lifestyle. And the climate, all of that kind of plays into this very very familiar but yet exotic experience that for us to come there, it's like maybe a more dramatic looking California.
Yeah, mate. The band Switchfoot itself have won multiple awards, but was there any bigger highlight in your career than winning the Grammy in 2011 for Hello Hurricane, the album?
That's a good question. I mean, I think that was a milestone for sure. I mean, the Grammys are the Grammys, and that didn't even seem like an attainable goal. So it wasn't even a goal. You know what I mean? It was an honor to get that. But I think when it comes to things that we're the most proud of, I'd have to say probably the Switchfoot Bro-Am, which is this nonprofit surf contest and concert that we put on every year in our hometown of San Diego. It's right on the beach. It's an all-day surf contest. A lot of our favorite pro surfers have showed up and competed over the years, and a lot of our favorite bands have played it. And it's a day to celebrate at-risk kids in our community and to raise money to help them thrive and live their best lives.
I mean, that's a great answer. I mean, there's no better accolade from what the band Switchfoot do with a lot of community projects as well. As a collective, how important it is for you to support all of these good causes and charities?
Well, I think it's the other half of maybe singing about something is actually doing something. You know what I mean? And that's not to take away from singing about something, because I really believe that music can be an immense catalyst for change. It has been for me. But to actually roll up your sleeves and do something that you can look at and say, okay, that's something that didn't exist before today. We built that house, we funded that education, we those kind of things are really, I think, important to have as well.
Yeah. Tim, you and the band Switchfoot have definitely made a difference, not only in the music world, but have made this world a better place as well with all of the support that you do. So thank you on behalf of the Australian fans.
Thanks for the support, man. And yeah, we love Australia. We love the Australian fans. We can't wait to get back.
Yeah, mate, one final question before I let you go. I know you're a busy man today. As a bass player, what's the best advice that you can give to new bass players entering the music industry?
I'd say it's specifically speaking to the craft of bass playing, I'd say it's the space between the notes that's just as important as the notes themselves.
Yeah, beautiful words to a fellow bass player. Thank you very much.
I love it. Right on, man.
Yeah, Tim,
awesome.
All the best, mate. Really looking forward to seeing you guys down here. Yeah, best of luck with the tour.
Hey, thanks a lot. Great talking to you.
Thanks, Tim. Take care, mate.
All right, you too. Bye.